Out of all the Stargate shows that you directed, which one stands out as your favorite?
Well, Ergo
Yeah.
Ergo for sure, because I got to work with my dad, and it was so funny. And I think a lot of people have that in there. I know Window of Opportunity is a huge fan favorite as well. That was a joy. Now, not a lot of people, and of course, Wormhole Extreme, because I got to work with my brother Michael. That was a lot of, and I got to work with my brother David in an episode that I wrote and directed. So that was kind of cool too. Well, working with my family was always a highlight. I know Window of Opportunity, which whenever I read the fan, thing, I see this.
Yes.
And I go, what is woo? What is what? Oh, it's Window of Opportunity again.
It comes up so often they created a shorthand for it.
Yeah, yeah. And not a lot of people. I watched you do an episode on that, and then I was like, well, I don't know if this was covered, but it became obvious almost immediately because of the Groundhog Day thing that when you do groundhog, you don't have a gazinta or a gazada, which is slang for people walking up and going, right? So you just start as late as you can, which was the door opening or him eating Fruit Loops. And we had to glue the Fruit Loops so that they would all be in the exact same spot every time. And that's why we glued them. I know that they came up before, because I actually brought that up in the concept meeting, and they go like, what do you mean you have to glue them? I said, well, if the green one's on the tip and this time, but if the green one's on the back of the next time, then everybody's going to know it's different. You have to glue it to the thing. So he couldn't.
Time resets right in the middle of the pickup of the spoon.
That's right. So it had to be exact. And so that's where my head was. And everybody went, you could see them all go, oh, yeah, it's going to have to be glued. You can't move.
And Rick drops it on the third one. So, I mean, they have to be on there pretty good.
I think I'm pretty sure we had multiples. And if we didn't, then that would have been a mistake. But it was definitely not going to move. It was those Fruit Loops were on that spoon the way they were exactly supposed to be. But one of the things that happened when you talked to Joe about woo, that it became clear almost immediately that we were going to come in under, which was very rare that we were going to ever come in under. And so I went upstairs and I said, hey, our timing is coming way under. We're going to have to come up with more stuff for the montage to think. So some of the things that came up was the juggling. Like I just asked him, well, what can you do? And Chris and RDA go, can you guys juggle? Which is something I ask actors all the time, because if they can, I'm like, hey, that'd be cool. And they both could juggle. I was like, wow. Let's have you juggle. They go, great. So they really do juggle in real life. I said, well, let's do that. And then the going to the thing, hey, Vern, the bicycle thing, that was new. The golf thing, that was all made up after the fact. Wow. And I think the Callaway golf bag, I think Brad wanted a new golf club set. So he was like, hey, if we put Callaway and we put this nice bright light, shining right on the Callaway bag. And so that was heavily featured. And I think Brad ended up with the Callaway bag in the golf club.
That's great.
Yeah.
So let me.
Yeah, so we had to come up with a whole bunch of extra little things to fill out the time, which made it even more fun, right?
So this is news to me. So the montage was planned, but it was not supposed to be as long as it was.
It was not nearly as extensive.
I thought the montage was created from whole cloth because it was short. Okay. Did you know that you were?
Well, it was because we were short. I don't know how much of the montage was, but it was definitely. You can't do a time loop. You can't do a Groundhog Day and then there's this new wonderful one with Adam Sandler, not Adam Sandler, but what's it called? Palm Springs. That's a good one. Okay. That one that just came out on Netflix. I highly recommend that.
You have to experiment with your situation, and that's what that montage does.
Totally.
Just go to town. So, did you know that you had a gem when you were directing that one? Especially with Rick's speech at the end.
I didn't know how well received it would be, but I did know there was it was very dramatic at the end. And oh, by the way, the the lovely lady at the end, who's wife of the guy, of Robin, that is Nicole, who was the wife of Peter West, our DP, who was also the head of accounting. And she was the vision. She was the wife that he was trying to save.
The little thing that he pulls out. Yeah.
That's right.
What a great, solid show. Tracy.
I did not know. I thought people might like it, but I didn't know how much they would like it.
It's brilliant. It's top 5 easily. Tracy wanted to know, is there a project that you would like to work on yet that you haven't had an opportunity to explore before?
Yes, I would like to work on a show, a single camera comedy, like something like a Schitt's Creek or The Office. I know that's a bit of a cliche because everybody always says The Office. Extras comes to mind, where the little guy, the underdog, is being championed, but it's rife with the humanity and comedy. Yeah,
there's so much good television on now. I think we're really entering a golden age of TV, because we're finally telling, the miniseries has finally caught fire. I was a huge fan of the Stephen King miniseries, the ABC miniseries of the 90s, and we're finally really catching up to that.
I just watched The Stand, the one that just came on. It's wonderful.
The new one, you like the new one?
Yeah.
I haven't started it yet. I'm a Corin loyalist for one thing, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you can watch it and then not tell anybody. I won't tell.
Okay, that's fair. What was your experience working on Sanctuary like? Chantel Leo wants to know.
Sanctuary was pretty cool because it has a sort of a steampunk version of Men in Black. That kind of feel to it, right? And Damian Kindler and Amanda Tapping and Martin Wood were the showrunners on that, and that I thought that was a great, and they pretty much made that happen for themselves, which I thought was amazing. I enjoyed the noir, the old timey feel of it. I thought at one point during the sizzle reel, there was the first little bit that when it was going to be, originally it was conceived that it would be an internet show or like a web show. And it was before its time, and they couldn't make that work. And so then they just made a proper show out of it. And if I had a hat on, I would tip it to them. That's, I've got my dad's hat here. This is it.
Hey.
I tip my hat to them because they really made that happen. Ryan Robbins, what an amazing dude. Robin.
He's brilliant.
Robin Dunn. And of course, Chris Heyerdahl. Oh my God. I love that guy.
Thanks for watching this clip from Dial the Gate. You can find the full live stream shows on our YouTube channel or visit dialthegate.com for the complete schedule. See you on the other side.